From Fred Phelps to the Kinsey Six. The best of the best from Central Kansas and beyond. We do it all. We are KJAG Radio and the Jiggy Jaguar Radio Show. Log on to jiggyjaguar.com and kjagradio.com for more.
Event. This is coming from Blue Heaven Studios here in Salina, and we're coming at you from KJAG Radio. All right, and we're going to be interviewing this evening a wonderful gentleman named Mr. Douglas MacLeod. Okay? All right. And first off, can you tell us about the new CD, Brand New Eyes?
Well, you just said it, Jody. It's brand new. It's been out since, well, I guess you'd have to call it recent now. Been out since March, and it's doing rather well. Looks like we'll be doing another one, going to the studio in January. And I just did a direct-to-disc today for these folks, so I'm done for a while, I think.
All right, that sounds great. And can you inform us on your work with the Blues Foundation?
Well, my work with the Blues Foundation is just that I've been with them for a while. That's a great organization that promotes this music, and I've been lucky enough to have been nominated quite a few times by them. So I guess that's how you would say is my connection to those folks.
All right, and I understand that you did some radio. Please tell us a little about that.
I did two types of radio. I did Euro Jazz that was broadcast out of Los Angeles, and it was up on a sideband, went out to Amsterdam, and then in Amsterdam it went all across the continent. And while I was doing that, the guys at KJAG in LA heard it, and they said, well, let's ask him to fill in for a while, so I did. And then when the disc jockey left, they asked me to take over, so I did that show for 6 years. That was 5 hours on Saturday, 5 hours on Sunday. Pretty nice chunk of blues on the weekend.
All right, definitely. All right. And how did you feel to win the Golden Note Award in 1997 for your Audio Quest album, You Can't Take My Blues?
Surprised would be a great word. Surprised. I had no idea. It's kind of nice. I've had people tell me about other ones. They say, man, you're a lock-in for this one. Nothing happened. But I had no idea about that, and that's the one I got.
All right. And living in St. Louis, tell us about being around the great blues people and the traditions there.
Well, that was quite a treat for a guy like me. That was, for us, as I recall, there were 2 blues stations on AM radio, 24 hours a day. And to me, that was top 40 radio. I listened into Jimmy Reed, Albert King. Of course, Albert King was there in that town, or living near it. Ike and Tina Turner, Little Milton, Big Joe Williams. I mean, Henry Townsend. I mean, the list just goes on and on. It was loaded with musicians. When I got in the Navy, I went out to San Diego, and the guys were talking about what kind of music to put on the radio. In boot camp, you got maybe an hour or something to put on radio, maybe a half hour. I said, well, let's see if we can find some blues. And they said, what? I said, like Albert King, B.B. King, Freddie King, They go, who's that? I said, don't you guys know about that? No, they didn't know about it, they didn't know about it, so.
Wow, all right. And you have come to the Crossroads Bluesmasters. Give us some thoughts on this event. What do you think so far?
Well, I think it's a special event. I was here for the third one, and I'm back here now. I mean, the sound is great. The people are great that come, and the people that put it on are great. Chad Casey's done one heck of a job here. And the other thing that a lot of people don't know, but your listeners will, the food downstairs is outstanding, and we get it all weekend long. Don't tell anyone. Okay, even though I just did.
I was going to say, well, yeah, that's not a secret anymore. All right. And you do some great work with National Resophonic Guitars. Tell us how you got involved with these folks.
Well, the funny thing was, I got this guitar, the one I'm using now, I call it Mule. And I got it, I forget, 1990. And I loved it so much, I decided I'd call them And I asked them, I said, can I come up and shake the hand of the person that made this instrument? They said, yeah, come on. And I went up there, and I met them, and they said, well, why don't you sit down and play? They hadn't heard of me. And I started playing the guitar, and then they came up to me and they said, would you like to endorse our instruments? I said, are you kidding? They said, no. So I've been with them since about 1992? 92, no, it had to be 94. That had to be 94 after the first Audio Quest album. So it was like 94 when I met them, but 91 or 92 when I got that instrument.
Great, all right. Well, I do appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. It's definitely an honor.
No, thank you, Joe.
Absolutely. Now,
good to be with you.
Yeah.
How are we doing there on that film? Everything
You're doing
look
fine.
good?
Yeah, you look great.
That's good. I want to know that.
All right. Well, here's a fill-in-the-blank question for you.
These are tough. Now, if it's about my wife, I'm not answering.
No, it's a really good one.
All right.
Yeah, without music, I would be... Where would you be without music?
Not standing here talking to you.
That'll work.
That's good. I love that. All right, some advice. Excuse me. Some advice for someone who was wanting to get into the blues.
Oh, I'd say the most important thing about this music is to be honest. And the old advice that I got some old friends coming over here. The advice I got from an old blues man, he said, never write a sing about what you don't know about. And never play a note you don't believe. For the young ones coming up, if they can do that. And also, I don't think blues has any color. I think if you're honest about your feelings, you speak from your heart, and write songs that you know about, sing songs that you know about, and speak it with honesty. That's where the feeling will come out. And I think that's important for the young ones.
Great. All right. And has social networking helped you out as a musician? It's incredible.
I can't imagine what it would be like for Pee Wee Creighton, George Harmonica Smith, Big Joe Williams if they had to be out there Facebooking and stuff. I can't see that. but for now, for us nowadays, I mean, it's incredible. They used to have a thing where they say, don't ever video, right? If someone came into a concert and they had the red light like I see there,
Yep.
and they said, we say, oh, no. Nowadays, video, because they go up on YouTube and buyers look at it and they go on there and go, hey, that guy's pretty good. I never heard of him. Let me get in touch with him.
Yep,
then you go up there on the website and they get in touch.
There you go.
It's amazing. So I'd say no, I don't like it.
Sounds like you're a major fan now. All right. Do you have a Facebook page, Twitter?
Yeah, I got Facebook. I think I got 3 or 4. There were 2 on there before I got on there. And there's an official page and a personal page, a fan page, and then of course my website. And the secret is you got to spell my name right, and that's MacLeod. That's the old Scottish, old Gaelic way. You spell my name right, you'll find me. iTunes, the web.
Okay.
You spell my name wrong, you ain't gonna find me.
All right. Finally, one last question. Where do you see the blues headed, or music in general? Where do you see that headed 5 to 10 years from now?
Well, it's tough. I really don't know. That's a heck of a question. That's you think about it. If it's real important because of the technology now, you can almost anybody can make a CD. Anybody can make a CD, whether or not they got talent or not. And those that can make a CD, if they can't sing right, they got things now where you can change the pitch on them, so you can get the notes right. That's the negative part to me, because I think it should be, I mean, if you have the talent, then you show it without those kind of helping things, right? You should be able to just say, this is how I do it. That's what the old guys did. I hope that side of it continues into the 10 to 15 years, meaning that they're coming from a real place. that music remains real. Because in my humble opinion, it's about like folks like you and folks like me. I mean, it touches folks. If it's real, it's going to go in your heart, right? Because your job is something else besides the job I got. But you got the same feelings that I have, and I got the same feelings you have. And if I'm not coming to you honestly, where you believe it, you're going to know it, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I do.
I hope
Definitely.
music stays on an honest place.
That is
what I hope.
great. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. MacLeod.
Oh, you call me Doug.
Doug. All right. Thank you, Doug. All right. All right. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful concert tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Well, I'm emceeing tonight, but I'll be
You're
playing
emceeing?
tomorrow.
And you're playing
and
tomorrow. Okay. All right.
Double header.
All right. Well, this is Jody Rogers and Lydia Lowe. We're coming at you with from KJAG Radio.